All right, today's video, we're gonna go ahead and get our garden planted. It's a little late, today is May 29th. We're hoping to get the garden in sooner, but we are waiting for a package to be shipped to us. It's basically like a black netting garden fencing that we're gonna use to protect our plants from getting eaten by groundhogs and deer and all that stuff. We got that shipped to us yesterday, so today we're gonna go ahead and get everything planted and install the fence. So this will actually be our first year planting the garden in this location. Our chicken coop and our garden used to be in a different location on our property. Last spring we cleared this entire area and moved our chicken coop here, which it just kind of works better for us this way because the chickens are closer to the house, in turn being closer to water and power, which makes our lives just a little bit easier. But since it is closer to the house, I think we'll be able to keep it weeded and watered a lot better than where we had it last year. We used to have to tote water and use a submersible pump and our little jackery just to water it. So considering this garden is next to our house, I think it's going to be a lot better for us. Vanessa actually rototilled this garden area, I think back in April, with Super Handy's rear tine tiller. It's a large gas powered tiller and it worked really well. Today we're just going to kind of freshen it up with this little electric powered rototiller that Super Handy has. We actually quite like this thing. Got the garden all rototilled, and a bunch of rocks were in there, the bane of our existence.
So last year I bought this soaker hose system and I installed it out in the garden that we had out by the driveway. So it's already pre-assembled. I fit it into a couple different rows. So I just went and grabbed it, and I think I'm going to try to set it up in this garden. Didn't do so well out there because we were watering the garden with a pump system.
Yeah, submersible pump.
So there wasn't enough pressure in the line to keep the hose adequately watering everything. So now we're closer to the house, so we should have enough pressure, hopefully. We're going to see how this works out. It's a drain, it's where you drain it out.
All right, so what do we have here?
So most of this is tomatoes, beefsteak and best boy. And the chickens and the ducks love tomatoes. They can't have the leaves because they're poisonous, but the fruit of the tomato, they love them. So you can never have too many tomato varieties. Over here, these are greenhouse plants. You can see how much better they are than mine. I've got some Golden Wonder pepper here. I have some eggplant that I'm going to try. This will be the first year I'm trying those. I have some sugar baby watermelon starts. We also have watermelon seeds that we're going to plant today, and I'm just going to kind of experiment to see how each one does. And then I have some Roma tomatoes. I know I have a lot of tomatoes here, but like I said, our animals really love tomatoes. So seeds today, we've got watermelon, we've got string beans, we've got cucumbers, broccoli, red peppers, carrots, cantaloupe, summer squash. Got 2 packages of pumpkin seeds. We're gonna try some corn this year. Also a couple different varieties of mammoth sunflowers. I've got some parsley, some cilantro, more purple coneflower, and then some marigolds. Those usually help keep some pests away, so we're gonna try that too. I only have 1 packet of corn, so it's not gonna give me a whole lot, but it'll be a good test to see how we like certain things and if they do well here. So the beans, the cucumbers, the broccoli, and the peppers, I think I'm all gonna put in the same general area. I think I'll plant that stuff up here. I'm not entirely sure. So I've got this soaker hose that cuts across here, so I'd like to make use of that. So maybe we could do like the broccoli along here.
We're kind of having a bit of a predicament because Vanessa kind of cut and fitted this whole soaker hose last year for our garden, which was in a different location and it was a little bit smaller than this. We probably should have taken the time to refit everything, but we're just trying to make do with how it is. So we're just kind of laying everything out and seeing what we can kind of get done with the setup that we already have with this soaker hose.
Close to the
We just finished up and got everything planted. We're gonna water everything and then next we're gonna set up this fence. Really tall. All right, put the other one in there. Let's see how tall the other one is. Unfortunately, Vanessa hit a pretty big rock down in that hole there. Let's see. Gotta get the one on the right down, what, half a foot maybe?
Just see if I can, maybe some more dirt fell in there. Test it out. Have our doorway. Kind of cute. What do you think?
Maybe.
I like it.
So we just finished up installing all the T-posts, and then we use these old 2x3s as kind of a doorway. We got everything kind of leveled up, and we used the string line to try and get everything as straight as possible, and I think we did okay considering we were kind of eyeballing everything. But next we're going to wrap the fence around the T-posts. Vanessa's unboxing the fence right now. What brand is this?
10X. 10X deer fence.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hopefully this is enough to get around our entire perimeter of our garden. If not, Vanessa said she has some extra laying around, but...
You got a knife on you?
Yeah.
Gloves off. Cut the deer fence. I wonder if we still have some of that critter we could sprinkle around the base.
Nah, you should buy some. We should sprinkle it around our car. You should almost just get a load of it delivered like gravel and make a parking lot out of it.
It's always good to have some extra though because of the...
You want me to stop here? Or?
No, I go all the way across. I'll just cut out a door and then I'll hang some extra from the top. All right.
Awesome. So we came out this morning to water the garden and kind of film an ending bit for this YouTube video that we're working on for this garden build. We finished up pretty late last night. The sun had pretty much set. So we thought this morning we would just kind of show you guys around and show you kind of how the build turned out and what we planted and things like that. Once we get out here, Vanessa noticed there was 3 baby raccoons in the woods. So yeah, we decided to grab our RF 800 and the C70.
Alright, so we finished the garden last night. Just a quick and easy build, kind of testing out this area to see if it works. Mainly we use the netting just to keep out deer. Groundhogs are a big thing, so we're trying to prevent those from getting in there, but I think it turned out okay. We've got cut a piece of the netting here to put over the door. We've just got 2 screws down at the bottom on each side, just kind of holding it up. So to get in here, just pull the netting off the screw, and it's like a curtain. And then we'll show you around. Just step in. This whole row here doesn't have anything planted in it, so it's kind of the main walking row. We aren't professional gardeners, so this is kind of a trial period for us. Here I've got some eggplant planted. This will be the first year that we've ever done eggplant. Down here on this row, we've got like a summer squash blend. I know that you're not really supposed to plant things like pumpkins, melons, squashes, things that really require a lot of water together. But we kind of ran out of space, to be honest. So we're kind of just gonna experiment and see how they do. We've got 3 mounds of pumpkins over here on this corner. And that's all that's growing over here. So we're hoping to kind of train them to run this way as they grow. Over here, we've got, what did we do? 1 section of cantaloupe here.
Yeah, 1 section cantaloupe.
Or are these 2 mounds both cantaloupe?
1, 2, 3, 4. No, I did 4 rows of pumpkins here.
Okay, and then 1 cantaloupe.
1 mound of cantaloupe.
And then we've got 3 starts of watermelon over here.
Yeah.
We didn't end up planting the watermelon seeds. We've got a lot of seeds left over, so we might go to our old garden out in the field and till that up and just plant whatever extra. I've got tons of extra tomato starts also that I didn't get to plant just because we kind of ran out of space. So as we walk back down the main aisle, I've got 1 little plant of bushy cucumber here. They said that needs quite a bit of spacing, so I only did 1 here, and then following the soaker hose back to the front, I did a couple of green beans, both in the center and on the soaker hose, so we'll see which one does better. And then if we walk around the front here, I wanted to make use of this section of soaker hose, so I planted some broccoli. I think I just did 2 right in the center here. And then following this soaker hose line all the way back, Daryl planted some heirloom variety carrots. Purple, white, orange carrots. We did those last year, and we were actually pretty surprised on how well they did and how good they tasted.
Yeah, they're delicious.
This whole row here, this is all beefsteak tomatoes. I really like to do the heirloom with the different colors, but I couldn't find seeds for that this year, so I went with the beefsteak. They're just a good, well-rounded, hearty tomato, so I did a whole row of those. They're kind of falling over a little bit, so I'm gonna tie them up with some green tie today to give them some support. Over on this side, all the way up until the first 3 plants, I think. These are all Best Boy tomatoes. I've never done these before. The first 3 you'll notice are very hearty looking. These were the first 3 that I got from the greenhouse. So these are all Roma tomatoes, which are one of my favorite tomatoes. Great in salads, just great for everything really. So I had to get a few of those.
If we decide we like this location for the garden and everything does well, then we'll probably in the future install a more permanent style fence. And we actually plan on bringing a more permanent fence in front of our chicken coop over here, out to the edge of that barn and back a little bit. So once that chicken coop fence is installed, we'll get a better idea of where this can go for sure. And then we'll install the permanent fence here. We also thought it'd be cool to connect the two fences, and during the off season, we could let the chickens wander over to the garden and scratch and pick and fertilize the soil. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the garden build video. Like we said, we're not expert gardeners by any means, so we're gonna just kind of experiment and see how everything does here. And we'll probably kind of water everything, and yeah, we'll kind of keep you guys updated as the year progresses on how the garden's doing. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.